Two people, including an on-duty Nebraska State Patrol trooper, have died following a Thursday morning accident just west of Bridgeport. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, law enforcement officers from across the country are expressing their condolences after NSP trooper Jerry Smith and another driver die following a head-on collision on Highway 26 just a mile west of Bridgeport. Authorities say Trooper Smith was driving westbound when another vehicle crossed the center line and struck his patrol unit head-on. Smith was pronounced dead at the scene, and the other driver was ejected from the vehicle and pronounced dead at the scene as well. The driver of a third vehicle involved in the crash was not seriously injured. The crash remains under investigation by both the Morrill and Scottsbluff County Sheriff's Departments. The names of the other victim and third driver have not been released as of broadcast time. Trooper Smith joined the Nebraska State Patrol in 2014 and graduated from the 56th Basic Recruiting Class. Prior to joining the patrol, Smith had a decorated 25-year career with the U.S. Army and earned a Bronze Star for his service in 2 tours of combat in Operation Iraqi Freedom. Governor Pete Ricketts ordered Nebraskans to fly their flags at half-staff in honor of Trooper Smith until the day of his interment. Ricketts says he and his wife Suzanne are sending their deepest condolences to his wife and 2 children. In a statement, he said, "Our state troopers selflessly put their lives on the line every day." The loss of Trooper Smith will be felt not only by the Nebraska State Patrol, but by the Panhandle and folks across the state. We all ask Nebraskans to join us in prayer for his family and community as we honor Trooper Smith's dedicated service and sacrifice. Bill Boyer will be back with weather right after this.
Platte Valley Companies is your home team financial and insurance network that works for you.
When it comes to estate planning, you should seek professional help. And when you do, you should have confidence in who you choose to handle your trust. Talking with someone about estate planning is a very sensitive thing. At Platte Valley Bank, we pride ourselves in keeping our trust operations local, serving our neighbors and friends.
Respect for tradition, coupled with vision that looks to the next frontier. Platte Valley Bank, a Platte Valley company, member FDIC.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver and a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today. Plus, all United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flight. Finally, while visiting Western Nebraska Regional Airport, grab a bite to eat at the Flight Deck Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Next Gen Outfitters is your new local online source for hunting, shooting, and camping gear. With over a century of combined outdoor experience, we aspire to become the trusted supplier of all your outdoor gear needs. Next Gen Outfitters is where adventure begins and tradition continues. For the month of April, get $25 off orders of $100 or more. Go to nextgenof.com and use code NGKNEB. That's NEXGENOF.com.
The pecan chicken salad and ultimate BLT sandwiches from Arby's. It's like eating a whole farmer's market.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
Thunderstorms are in our forecast this evening. You can see widespread thunderstorm activity for the next several hours into the evening hours, possibly even after dark. Going to be dealing with some thunderstorms, some of them strong to severe. Temperatures are going to fall off in the 50s. Remember those temperatures because we're going to be very, very cool starting tomorrow. So severe storms around tonight, much cooler air comes in Friday, sticks around through the weekend with periods of rain, but things are looking up in the long-term forecast as we're going to warm up. 83 yesterday and 51, just about normal for this time of year. Nothing additional in the rain gauge, about 1.25 inches shy. I think we can make all that up over the next 3 to 4 days. Wouldn't be surprised at all to see some areas pick up far more than that. But we told you things are changing. Look at this large area here of the country going to be dealing with warmer than normal temperatures. Most of our area from eastern Wyoming all the way across Nebraska into the upper Midwest, all those areas going to be warmer than normal, and also for most of our area probably drier than normal. You can see kind of an intermediate area where it's going to be probably closer to normal, but better chances of being wetter than normal off to the north, drier than normal in the southern half of the Panhandle. So the 8 to 14 day outlook is trending warmer and drier, which is good news if you're trying to get some crops going out there. Boy, speaking of warmer, look at Hayes, 91 right now, 84 in Hastings, only 72 in Watertown. Laramie checks in at 68. We have 81 in Ogallala, 75 up in Chadron. Notice where some of those thunderstorms have come through. It's cooler here across our region. Winds are out of the east-southeast. You can see where the thunderstorms are at as well, gusting 15, 20, 25 plus miles an hour. So severe weather is already ongoing. We expect more of it this evening here in our area. A slight risk of severe storms out for today, all the way across the Panhandle, really, into portions of southern Nebraska. Most of the Cornhusker State has a threat of some severe weather today, as well as the far eastern counties in Wyoming. Those areas also under a slight risk of severe storms. An isolated tornado or two, can't rule one of those out. Large hail, and that's going to be our primary threat along with flooding. So large hail and heavy rain are going to be our two main threats tonight, but we can't rule out an isolated tornado or some damaging winds as well. Tomorrow, that severe weather threat shifts just to the south and east of us, and it's going to be too cool here across the area, to be honest with you, and then even further to the southeast on Saturday. So here's what we have going on. Showers and thunderstorms are scattered around the area this evening. They're going to move across in probably a couple or three waves. By midnight, they should start to wind down and end. Can't rule out one or two even through the overnight hours. Lows tonight are going to be pretty comfortable, actually, dropping off into the 50s, the low 50s for most of us. Ogallala, Valentine at 59, low 50s for most of the Panhandle. Lusk at 47 tonight. Now tomorrow we start the day partly cloudy to mostly cloudy. We bring in some rain showers in the morning, maybe a little bit of a break, some more rain showers again in the afternoon. Can't rule out some severe weather here to the south, and this is wave after wave of rain and showers and isolated thunderstorms, so we're going to have to keep a close eye on that for some training of that activity, which could produce some very heavy rainfall. 56 tomorrow for a high. Yeah, that's a high tomorrow. These aren't lows tonight. 56 in Cheyenne, 66 in Scottsbluff, 62 is all in Kimball, maybe into the mid-70s back around Ogallala. Look at the rainfall totals. Here's tonight, and then we add in tomorrow, and we could be dealing with an inch or more in some areas. Pretty widespread swath of a half an inch or more across a large portion of the area. We'll see if this comes to fruition, but as you can see, most of us look like we're going to be in the mood for some rain, showers, and thunderstorms over the next couple of days. 53 tonight with severe thunderstorms, heavy rain around. Severe weather threat should start to die off after midnight. Thunderstorms could remain around, though, through the nighttime hours. Tomorrow, off and on showers, especially in the afternoon. Thunder, cool. 66 are high. We may be too low here on chances of precip. Wouldn't be surprised if we bump that up a little bit overnight into tomorrow, as things look like they're going to be pretty active. And then we're going to stay cool Saturday and into Sunday with daily chances of showers and some thunderstorms. Then look at Monday. Things start to change. 80 Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all three of those days in the upper 80s to near 90 degrees. So a return to much more normal or above normal temps as we get towards the work week next week, and it looks like that pattern may be here to stay for maybe 7 to 10 days or possibly longer.
The pecan chicken salad and ultimate BLT sandwiches from Arby's. It's like eating a whole farmer's market.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
Are you ready to join the celebration? Then what are you waiting for? Switch to Viero today and find out exactly why we're better. More towers than the competition, convenient stores in your neighborhood, friendly, helpful customer service, and top phones at excellent values, such as the iPhone XR for free. That's right, get a free iPhone XR when you purchase any other iPhone of equal or greater value. Viero Wireless, your better choice for wireless service.
Take your career to the next level with Chadron State College's online Master of Business Administration program, taught by experienced professors who care about your success. The accredited, fully online MBA program is backed by CSC's more than 100 years of education leadership. Flexible 8-week courses let you work at your own pace wherever you are, and CSC's experienced professors are committed to your success. Chadron State College, real people, real results. Join us today at csc.edu.
Welcome back. Veterans from Scottsbluff, Alliance, Crawford, and Chadron got an outpouring of community support today as they made their trek south to fly out to Washington, D.C. for the latest honor flight. This honor flight is taking Panhandle veterans of the Korean and Vietnam War, and they're now on their way to the nation's capital. The caravan, with roughly a dozen veterans, plus their chaperones and 2 sponsors, started the day Thursday from Chadron, passing through Alliance before stopping in Scottsbluff for a midday lunch at the Elks Club. Vietnam vet Gary Peters says this trip is something he's been looking forward to for his entire life.
Oh boy, just be a great honor. I mean, something, I would never expect it they would do for us veterans. I don't know. I'm just looking forward to it.
Following a Thursday overnight stay in Denver, the group will board a flight on Friday morning to Washington, D.C., and their itinerary includes tours of the Vietnam and Korean War memorials, as well as a stop at Arlington National Cemetery. Well, a 74-year-old Scottsbluff man has been taken into custody following a nearly 11-hour-long standoff with members from the Scottsbluff County SWAT team. Last night, officers were called to this home on 42nd Street for an assault that had occurred where a female victim was threatened with a firearm. And officers tried to make contact with Samuel Schlotthauer. SWAT team members spoke with him on the phone, but Schlotthauer refused to come out and made threats against the officers. Shortly before 7 this morning, they were able to take him into custody. A search of the home found numerous guns as well. He was booked into the Scottsbluff County Detention Center on charges including domestic assault, terroristic threats, use of a weapon to commit a felony, and assault on a police officer. Well, a Minutair woman is behind bars after leading authorities on a pursuit along Highway 26 earlier this week. 43-year-old Feige T's pursuit began in Scottsbluff city limits west towards Mitchell and ended after an NSP trooper was able to perform a TVI on the vehicle. She's facing charges including flight to avoid arrest, driving under the influence of drugs, second offense, willful reckless driving, driving under suspension, and an open container citation. She's being held on a $26,000 bond at 10% and will be back in court on Monday for her preliminary hearing. And Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts says it looks like he may have to make another trip to the state of New York to counter what he called the latest crazy stuff coming out of New York City. Mayor Bill de Blasio wants to cut beef consumption in that city by 50% and end the use of processed beef by municipal facilities. Rickett tells KNB News that the plan is not only anti-agriculture, but also anti-science. Straight ahead, Chris Michelle will be in with a look at sports. Stick around. KNB.TV News will be back right after this.
We've been an ALA customer from the beginning, 15 plus years.
Almost 15 years.
15 years now. They live here, they work here, they give back to our community. That's very important to us.
It's the difference of night and day between our old internet provider and ALO.
Having that reliability and that speed is extremely important.
Nobody matches that speed.
It was a game changer.
ALO came to my site and helped me resolve an issue. At that point, I knew ALO was the company that I wanted to stick with.
Logos in Gearing is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gearing.
At TC & More in Scottsbluff, we have toys and puzzles for your children, or they make a great gift. TC & More has craft activities, pretend play toys, and dozens of puzzles and games for all ages. We also have the largest supply of Melissa and Doug toys. And we still carry all of your classroom essentials. Remember to like TC & More on Facebook. TC & More, 1621 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scottsbluff.
You said yes. Together, you planned every detail. You married. And then you realized 500 square feet just isn't enough room for two. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. You decide to add another to your family. You start reading parenting books. You're amazed that such a small human could need so much space. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
Now, sports from the First National Bank Sports Desk. First National Bank of North Platte, the bank to think of first.
Talking Legion baseball on today's update from the TV Sports Desk. The Wesco Zephyrs a season ago, well, they won just 14 games with then first-year head coach Jeremiah Luber. Already this year, Luber and the Zephyrs, well, they've eclipsed that number and put together a record of 16-9.
The guys are buying in where, at the plate, we're really swinging it well at the plate. And defensively, we're not committing nearly as many errors and we're throwing strikes on the mound. So you add all those little things. I mean, baseball is really a simple game, as complex as it can be, but those simple things right now are why we're where we're at.
Despite a 1-4 trip east last weekend against some stout competition, teams like Kearney, Seward, Beatrice, and Mount Michael Benedictine, the trip possibly an eye-opener for the team and really how good they can be.
We have not, I don't think, even touched the surface of how good we can be. I've really challenged our guys this last week to see if we can reach our potential, because I think our potential is very high. We got a couple of guys on the mound that can really throw. We got other guys who can throw strikes, and we're hitting with some power this year. And so it's going to take a concerted effort from all the guys to lock in and make sure we reach our potential.
Appreciate it, Coach. Coach mentioned a couple guys who can throw this year on the mound. That'd be Harold Baez and Paul Panduro. Paul gray-shirted at WNCC this past year, and Baez will join the Cougars program come the fall. A guy who gets an up-close look when they're on the mound, whether he's at third base or behind the plate catching, that's Creighton Dyke.
They pitch amazing all the time. Just throw strikes, no balls. We have very few freebies this year, which is very nice.
We talked about the turnaround from last year to this year, and it's been noticeable for the players as well.
We play as a team this year. We don't have individual groups like last year. We had like 3 people that didn't want to even practice at all. But this year we all want to work together and play as a team.
Tonight it's Wesco hosting Buckley. The Bombers in town for a doubleheader at Cleveland Field. They split with Buckley, the Z's did, a couple of weeks back in a pair of one-run games.
They can really swing it at the plate. They were hitting the ball all over the yard when we played them, and their catcher's very talented behind the plate. He's got a really good arm, and so that kind of limits our running game. We're excited to play him again. After tonight, a big weekend doubleheader on Saturday as area foe Hastings comes to town. KNEB with coverage tonight and on Saturday on 101.7 The Trail. More Legion baseball, the Gearing program with a junior-senior doubleheader tonight at Ogallala. And then they've got tourney action this weekend with games Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, of course, there at Alliance. Pioneers go for a split tonight. That's at Hastings before a 3-day, 4-game stop at Fremont this weekend. That'll do it for today. That's the latest from right here at the First National Bank Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. Ryan's coming back with a look at the community calendar when we come back right after this on KNEB.TV.
For the card-carrying fan, get your Husker Visa debit card so you can take the game with you. Free with First Free Checking.
At TC and More in Scottsbluff, we believe it's the little things that make your house a home. Start with home decor. Brighten up any room in your house with flags, wall decorations, and custom art pieces. Next, brighten up your wardrobe with clothing and accessories like jewelry and purses from the Myra collection. And remember, seniors and military members receive an additional 10% discount. Visit our website, tcandmore.com, and like us on Facebook, TC and More, 1621 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scottsbluff.
What are you waiting for? A 6-year limited powertrain warranty?
Savings on performance-matched implements? 0% APR financing for up to 5 years. Head down to your local Kubota dealer before September 30th and take advantage of this incredible offer on the BX Series, America's best-selling subcompact tractor. Kubota, this is what we do.
Come into Sandberg Implement, your local Kubota dealer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gering.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
Platte Valley Companies is your home team financial and insurance network that works for you.
Platte Valley Bank provides a broad range of financial tools for your short and long-term business needs. Our experienced commercial lenders will work with you every step of the way to help your business grow. At Platte Valley Bank, we are proud to provide you with local decisions by hometown people for your hometown business.
Respect for tradition, coupled with vision that looks to the next frontier. Platte Valley Bank, a Platte Valley company, member FDIC.
And finally tonight, the Tour de Nebraska continued with day 2, and bikers made the trek from Kimball to Gering. Highway 71 was bustling with bicyclists, more than 400 to be exact. Each year the route for the Tour de Nebraska changes. This year's event through the Wildcat Hills and beyond proved to many that Nebraska is not flat and boring. Festivities will continue over the next few days as the bikers continue their trek through the Nebraska Panhandle. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you here next time.